Over 350 of the world's best badminton players travelled from all corners of the globe with their own personal hopes and dreams for this, the most important tournament of the year. And some of those dreams will actually become reality, the day when 5 players or pairs will earn the status as the best badminton players on the planet when crowned world champions.
It's that time of the year. The title to be the best in the world is up for grabs.
我当然是想要拿奖牌吧，毕竟没有拿过。
In the next half hour, we'll take an in-depth look at what you can expect at the upcoming TOTAL BWF World Championships 2018. Every year, the best in the world of badminton compete for the honour of being called world champion. On the 30th of July 2018, 128 individuals and pairs in each discipline will begin their journey in Nanjing. And only the strongest in mind and body will emerge victorious. In men's singles, all eyes will be on Kento Momota, who has had an amazing run since April, becoming the Asian champion, helping Japan finish runners-up in the Thomas Cup competition, and making back-to-back finals in Kuala Lumpur, then Jakarta, where he was crowned the Blibli Indonesia Open 2018 champion. Momota is the man with all the momentum. But reigning world champion Viktor Axelsen also seems to be peaking at just the right time. The Dane comfortably clinched the European crown from his return from injury in April, and since then has been growing in confidence on the HSBC BWF World Tour, showing he's nearly back to his best with a runner-up finish in Indonesia.
It has been a little bit up and down. I've been dealing with sickness and stuff like that. However, I think that out here I've performed so I still have some time to go, and I believe that I can be near my best. But I still need the time to finally prepare for everything, so I'm not at my highest yet.
There are the perennial favourites, of course, Lee Chong-wei and Lin Dan, who seem to up their game on the biggest of stages. Chong-wei heading to Nanjing with an important win under his belt at the Celcom Axiata Malaysia Open 2018. Both will be seeded in the men's draw, the Malaysian in second, while Lin Dan, the 5-time winner, is seeded 9th. Axelsen is the top seed. Yonex All England champion She Yu-chi is 3rd, followed by South Korea's Son Wan-ho and India's Kidami Srikanth. The in-form Momota, who is looking to be the first Japanese to be crowned world champion, is seeded 6th. Then there are the underdogs, who on any given day can cause an upset and make a move for the title.
我当然是想要拿奖牌吧，毕竟没有拿过，然后拿过很多次前8了，所以我会做好最好的准备吧。
Last year, I think I lost in the 3rd round, so I would like to try to go further this time. I haven't played really good recently, so it's hard to have really high expectations. But I mean, we'll see. Anything can happen, and I'm just I'm preparing hard these days and the past few months. So hopefully I will be ready.
The draw is out, and here are some first-round matches we think will promise to thrill. In a rematch of last year's World Championships opening round fixture, Malaysia's Lee Chong-wei takes on Brice Levedez. The second seed famously crashed out of the 2017 tournament at the hands of the Frenchman at the same stage. In the same half of the draw, 2017 bronze medalist Son Wan-ho tackles a very tricky Sai Praneeth of India. Denmark's Anders Antonsen faces a potentially tough task against Thanongsak Sansambunsuk. Top seed Viktor Axelsen, who was drawn in the same quarter as Chen Long, will take on Portuguese Duarte Nuno Anjo. while Lin Dan, who faces a potential semi-final clash with the Dane, has to first get past Yonex US Open 2018 finalist Mark Kallio of the Netherlands. In women's singles, Tai Tzu Ying is proving she is the player to beat with 5 titles in semi-final appearances in 2018, including winning both Super 1000 events, the Yonex All England Open and the Blibli Indonesia Open, the first woman to do so in the same year. The Chinese Taipei shuttler is ruling every court she steps on, and it's the unknown factor of Nanjing that causes her the most concern.
我觉得还是要看到时候比赛的状况吧，因为毕竟那里的比赛应该大家都是第一次去，所以可能会有比较多需要适应上面的困扰吧。
Tai will be leading an uber-talented field in women's singles, with Akane Yamaguchi seeded second and last year's runner-up Pusala Sindhu in third. 2013 world champion Ratchanok Intanon is seeded fourth, while two-time world champion Carolina Marin is followed immediately by defending world champion Nozomi Okumura. The Chinese challenge will mainly come from last year's bronze medal winner Chen Yufei and the vastly improved He Bingjiao, who seems to be finding her groove just at the right time.
我肯定觉得是我自己。首先，在这个决心态度上，还是要怎么说？希望能取得更好的成绩这样子。然后世锦赛之前还有一段训练，然后训练的时候，训练中还需要就是在针对技术上的问题再做一些准备。这样子。
Defending champion Nozomi Okumura couldn't have timed it better to secure her first tour title of the year at the recently concluded Toyota Thailand Open. Having also been successful with the Japanese team in this year's Uber Cup tournament, winning all 6 of her singles matches. Okumura is hitting all the right notes ahead of the year's second major event.
最近の女子シングルスはすごく混戦なのは誰もが分かっていることで、自分もすごく理解しているので、ディフェンディングチャンピオンとしてもちろん臨む世界選手権ですけど、あんまりその後怪我もあって今復帰段階なので、特にあんまり考えてないです。
While most of the seeded women's singles players have a bye in the first round, there are plenty of exciting prospects in the opening fixtures. An all-European clash between Spain's Beatriz Corrales and Chloe Birch, with the winner facing Beiwan Jiang in the second round. Busanan Ongbamungpan will look to conserve energy in her opening match against American Jamie Su, with Carolina Marin waiting for the tie next. In the bottom half, Lino Hoimark Kiersveld will have her work cut out against world number 30 Chen Xiaoxin of China. As for Scotland's Kirsty Gilmore, who faces world junior champion Gregoria Mariska Tunjung.
I don't believe it. Absolutely extraordinary.
Lucia Francisca Susi Susanti, or simply known to us as Susi Susanti, is one of the greatest badminton players of all time. One of the most dominant women's singles players in the early to mid-90s, Susanti, till date, is the only woman shuttler to hold the Olympic, World Championship and All England titles simultaneously.
Pastinya seperti itu ya, jadi memang setelah saya menjadi juara All England, lalu saya mendapatkan Olimpik, mungkin untuk melengkapi menjadi juara yang sebenarnya untuk di bulu tangkis adalah menjadi juara dunia. Jadi 3 gelar ini yang biasanya tuh yang sangat didambakan.
Olympic champion in Barcelona in 1992 and All England Open winner in March of 1993, Susanti then created history on the 17th of June 1993.
Okay. Match won by Susi Susanti. 7-11, 11-9, 11-3.
Kalau dulu 2 tahun sekali di mana World Championship bersama dengan Sudirman. Sangat berat tentunya, very tough. Karena sebelum bertanding di perorangan, kita harus bertanding di bergu. Dan itu menghabiskan tenaga, itu juga membuat mungkin saya beberapa kali juga saya gagal. Saya hanya 1 kali menjadi juara di kejuaraan dunia di tahun 93 di mana saya bertemu dengan Bang Soyun. Set pertama memang mungkin seperti biasa. Saya selalu mungkin kalau dibilang spesialis rubber set ya, rubber set saya menang. Tapi sebetulnya tidak. Memang set pertama Bang Soyun bermain cukup baik. Mungkin di situ juga saya adaptasi, lalu juga mengatur strategi saya mau bermain seperti apa, karena memang pertemuan saya dengan Bang Soyun cukup sering ya. Jadi salah satu musuh bebuyutan saya. Memang awal-awal Bang Soyun mengatur tempo permainan, di mana dia juga terus menekan saya dan saya tidak bisa berkembang. Masuk ke babak kedua, saya sudah mulai menemukan strategi ataupun mungkin pola-pola permainan yang mungkin menjadi keunggulan saya, di mana saya mungkin dengan rally-rally panjang, lalu membuat Bang Soyun juga sedikit kesulitan untuk menyerang, agak sedikit mempercepat tempo permainan. Di set kedua saya bisa menguasai dan bisa mengalahkan Bang Soyun, dan di set ketiga seperti biasa mungkin saya lebih percaya diri karena saya yakin saya lebih kuat dari dia. Dan pada saat rally iya, untuk game ketiga memang seperti biasa, begitu saya menemukan mungkin permainan saya, pola permainan saya, biasa saya sudah lebih enjoy. Saya bisa mengeluarkan semua permainan saya dan saya bisa mengatur permainan itu sendiri ya. Dimana mungkin dengan pukulan-pukulan saya yang rally-rally panjang itu sedikit menyulitkan Bang Soyun. Lalu mungkin defense saya juga saya tidak pernah bisa mungkin jarang mati, sehingga membuat Bang Soyun banyak sekali membuat kesalahan sendiri. Gelar ini adalah gelar yang sangat prestisius sekali ya. 3 yang sangat penting yaitu All England, Olimpik, kejuaraan dunia.
Time for a quick break, but stay with us as we turn our attention to the doubles in our build-up to the TOTAL BWF World Championships 2018.
やっぱり去年1年間国際大会回らせてもらって、その経験が今生きてるなっていうふうに思いますし、去年はこの大会で風に対応できなかった部分もあったので、今年はその風に対応少しはできてたかなっていうふうに思います。
The TOTAL BWF Badminton World Championships.
It's easy to get distracted by your opponent down on the floor.
啊，对南京，因为今年正好也是青奥会这一年嘛，然后我觉得能回到南京打世锦赛，我觉得激起了很多少年时的回忆。
只是觉得当时比较兴奋吧，因为那是全力备战的一场球，我觉得赢得很开心。
嗯，是同样一个场地吗？啊，那我觉得，但是隔了4年，我觉得应该也没什么，先好好适应吧，还是不能太大意。
南京的话，我们那时候世锦赛去的话，应该是天气比较热，然后我觉得大家做好防暑吧。
夏天是挺热的，跑炉一样。以前在田径场跑步的时候，觉得哇好热，南京怎么这么热这样子。
它其实是一个比较老的城市吧，我觉得，大家如果有兴趣的话，可以去周边转一转。
在的时候，很多观众帮我加油，能感觉到 主场优势会比较大，所以今年也非常期待能回到南京打世锦赛，希望打出好的成绩。
毕竟是在家乡嘛，我希望还是能有自己就发挥出自己最大的水平就可以了。
Welcome back to our special preview of the TOTAL BWF World Championships 2018. That was China's She Yuqi and He Bingjiao, recalling their memories of Nanjing, where they both won gold at the 2014 Youth Olympic Games. That was in singles. We, however, turn our attention to the doubles disciplines. Starting with men's doubles, and with their recent success in Jakarta, Marcus Fernaldi Gideon and Kevin Sanjaya Sukamuljo have thrown down the gauntlet for the upcoming TOTAL BWF World Championships 2018. The Indonesian pair have had a tremendous year so far by winning 4 of the 5 HSBC BWF World Tour events in which they have competed. Victory at the Blibli Indonesia Open 2018 meant they also become the only doubles pair to hold both the All England and Indonesia title in the same year. So it's really not surprising that they're quite satisfied with their preparations for Nanjing.
Ya, persiapan untuk World Championship baik ya. Pasti kan kita ada 3 minggu kita skip di 2 turnamen itu kan. Ya pasti kita berharap bisa melakukan yang terbaik lah di World Championship, kan kepengen banget bisa juara dunia.
Last year's World Championships runners-up, Muhammad Ahsan and Rian Agung Saputro, have declined their invitation as they are with different partners now. But Indonesia are well represented with 3 seeded pairs, Gideon and Sukamuljo leading the pack as top seeds. Defending champions Liu Cheng and Jiang Nan are seeded second, with the other Chinese pairing of Li Junhui and Liu Yuchen in 4th. Denmark and Japan also have 3 pairs seeded. The Danes, led by 2013 World Championships runners-up Matthias Bo and Carsten Morgensen, while Japanese duo Takeshi Kamura and Keigo Sonoda will be leading their nation's charge.
そうですね、1周目マレーシアオープンで優勝して、インドネシアオープンで1回戦負けっていう結果に終わってしまったので、やっぱそこで問題となった自分はスタミナの部分で多分まだ劣ってると思うので、しっかり最後まで2周3周やれるスタミナっていうのをつければ世界選手権でもすぐ全部フルのゲームができると思うので、いや特にプレッシャーはなくて、昨年は銅メダルを取ることができたので、本当にその上を目指すだけなので、本当に自分たちらしいプレーをしてさらに上の高い金メダルというところを目指して頑張りたいと思います。
They will certainly have to fight for it, as Kamura and Sonoda have been drawn in the same quarter as Gideon and Sukamuljo. The seeded players have first-round byes, but the pick of the opening round matches is the one between 2016 Olympic bronze medalists Marcus Ellis and Chris Langridge and India's Satvik Sairaj Ranki Reddy and Chirag Shetty. Another Indian pair, Arjun MR and Ramchandran Shlok, also faced a tough challenge against Malaysia's Ong Yu Sin and Teo Yi, with Rio Olympic silver medalists Go Vi Shem and Tan Wee Kyong awaiting the winners. While Thailand's Tin Itwanet and Kittisak Namdaj have a tough outing versus Russians Evgeny Dremin and Denis Grachev. If there's one category in which the Japanese are tipped for gold, it is the women's doubles. The Asian nation has won 8 of the 15 tournaments on the HSBC BWF World Tour so far in this discipline. Not to mention that Japan had a near 100% win record in doubles, which helped them triumph in this year's Uber Cup tournament. To add to their ammunition, Japan also have Wakana Nagahara and Mayu Matsumoto as 11th seeds. But it's the recently crowned Indonesia Open winners and All England Open finalists Yuki Fukushima and Sayaka Hirota who are the ones to watch, having delivered consistent performances on the biggest of stages.
やっぱり去年1年間国際大会回らせてもらって、その経験が今生きてるなっていうふうに思いますし、去年はこの大会で風に対応できなかった部分もあったので、今年はその風に対応少しはできてたかなっていうふうに思います。
あまりそこは誰っていうのはあまり意識してないくて、もう目の前の相手、その一戦一戦っていうのを考えて2人で やっていきたいとは思ってます。
Undoubtedly, Misaki Matsutomo and Ayaka Takahashi have proven that they can withstand pressure at the highest level and deliver. So it would be foolish to underestimate the third seeds as contenders for the title. With Camilla Ritayul and Christina Pedersen withdrawing from the tournament, Indonesia's Gracia Poli and Apriyani Rahayu move up as the fifth seeds. While leading the field will be defending champions Chen Jingchen and Jia Yifan, who have had a tough time in 2018, as Kuala Lumpur proved to be an unhappy hunting ground where they lost both finals they've played in this year. But having been a smashing success in 2017, and not forgetting that they will be defending their crown on home soil, the Chinese pair are not to be taken lightly.
努力卫冕，不要给自己压力，不要给自己太大压力，还是尽力去拼。
大家我觉得都可以算上世界一流的水平了，所以我们对每一个国家，他们确实都比较厉害，我们都要去学习。日本前几队啊，对，都值得我们去学习。
Interestingly, Chen and Jia are drawn in the same quarter as Indonesia's Poli and Rahayu. Both, though, have first-round byes. The opening round match to keep an eye on will be the clash between India's Ashwani Ponnappa and Nsiki Reddy and Chinese Taipei's Chiang Kai-shin and Hung Shi-han, with the winner of the match facing Japan's Yuki Fukushima and Sayaka Hirota next. In the other half of the draw, Malaysia's Vivian Hu and Woon Ke-wei face French women Delphine Deroux and Lea Palermo, with reigning Olympic champions Misaki Matsutomo and Ayaka Takahashi awaiting the winners. While China's Huang Dongping and Li Wenmei will take on Su Yaqing and Wu Tijung of Chinese Taipei.
They've done it! The Olympic champions regain their world title.
Reigning mixed doubles champions Tontowi Ahmad and Liliana Natsir have opted to sit out the Total BWF World Championships 2018, as have the now defunct pairings of Zheng Zewei and Ching Chin-chen, runners-up in Glasgow last year, as well as Indonesia's Praveen Jordan and Debbie Susanto. Instead, Zheng will be competing with his new partner Huang Ya-cheong as the top seeds. Jordan will play with Melati Deva Octavianti and they are seeded in 13th. Breaking up the Chinese dominance at the top are Hong Kong's Tang Chunman and Se Ying-sweat, seeded 3rd, followed by Denmark's Mathias Christensen and Christina Pedersen in 4th. China have a total of 4 seeded pairs, and Asian champions Wang Yilyu and Huang Dongping, the number 2 seeds, are quietly confident of their nation's chances.
大家眼里看到最有希望的肯定是我们中国队的曾思维、黄晓琼嘛，对吧？所以说我们还是放低姿态，我觉得，尽量去冲吧。虽然肯定也是想拿这个冠军，但是我觉得还是要就是尽量做好自己吧。
Also finding their groove at the right time are Malaysia's Chan Peng-sun and Goh Liu Ying. The 2016 Olympic silver medalists have already won 2 tour titles this year and set the alarm bells ringing among their rivals with a runners-up finish at the Blibli Indonesia Open 2018.
我现在觉得我们状态开始慢慢回来，所以我希望在还有4个星期的准备，我们能可以在世锦赛的时候有最好的表现。
The mixed doubles will see a new winner, but many will have to get through some tough matches in the earlier rounds. Malaysia's Tan Kian Meng and Lai Peijing will have to overcome Chinese Taipei's Liao Minchun and Cheng Xiaohuan. Staying in the top half of the draw, Denmark's Nicholas No and Sarah Tiggerson face a tricky outing against Satwik Sairaj Ranki-Reddy and Ashwini Ponnappa of India. In the bottom half, winners of the all-European tie between Marvin Emmelsiedel and Linda Effler of Germany and English duo Ben Lane and Jessica Pugh will face Yonex All-England champions Yuta Watanabe and Arisa Higashino. Well, now that you're all geared up, remember to check your local listings and join us for the live action from July the 30th to August the 5th. Find out who will be crowned the World Champions of 2018.
the wait is over. But look at that dive. History is made.
That's it for this special preview. Remember to log on to bwfworldchampionships.com for all the latest stories and features on the tournament. Bye for now.